Oh, we're live.
Hey
All right,
yo,
let's get right into this. Well, Nate, welcome back to Twitchify. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Hopefully, my new rule, the Samuel Jackson rule, which is I will only say one F word. I'm not gonna waste it there, but I'm gonna say one F word per stream to save Ace editing time and save just the profanity rating on the stream.
Well, today we're going to talk about Halo and in its stance in the esports genre right now. What's your thoughts about that?
Honestly, I'm excited to see it because how much I've enjoyed just Halo in general, like over the years.
Yeah,
Seeing it like back in the mainstream, it's like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I know it's been like what 6 years since Halo 5.
I don't know, but if it's already been that long, it kind of makes me sad.
Yeah, my first playthrough of Halo it was at my friend's house, and I would just
Mhm.
go over to his house and just play Halo Reach the
Oh
most.
yeah, there was a lot of I have some older friends that just talk about that, but with Halo 3 instead. I was the kid that would host people over, and we would just play the original Halo because where else could you get like a bunch of kids playing
Halo Combat
a
Evolved.
yeah, Halo Combat Evolved, the first one. We would be like the hookup to like 10-year-olds that their parents wouldn't know how to play modern FPSs. And we just introduce them to the world of Halo.
For those who don't know, Halo Evolved, Combat Evolved, was released with the first ever Xbox, the original Xbox, anyway.
I'm pretty sure it came out in 2002, which is it's a little bit older than me.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel that it was a little close. Hold on a second. Can't do anything about that heat. Oh well. But uh, but yeah, I love Halo. It was like one of my first games I've ever played regarding the
Really?
FPS genre. I think it was my first, actually, to be frank. The second was Call of Duty Black Ops 2 back in the day.
Back in those good old days.
Yeah, as well as Mortal Kombat.
I wonder who called that a modern FPS.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that an FPS, but it was one of my first games as well. But back to the matter, Halo. Uh, what do you think of its stance on esports right now?
So I think it's good. I like that the champion of esports is coming back after it's been dominated by like Call of Duty and such like that. I hope it becomes like more mainstream because I actually understand what's happening in Halo because I'm so used to it and I know some of the jargon. So I'm just excited. What about you, Ace?
Well, I kind of question what's gonna happen because right now there's like a big wave of hackers that's in Halo, especially in the arena, in the
Hmm.
arena mode, like the actual like rankings. So hopefully, so hopefully, Studio 363 is coming out with an anti cheat very soon because I feel that is really needed, especially
I
in
feel like
ranked Halo.
I feel like that's not going to affect esports per se, but I feel like it's going to affect the life of the game. Like, how can you not expect people to cheat?
Well,
Like
how do you expect them to practice
that.
the
That
team?
is very. That's very true. That's very
Because
true.
I can't imagine a lot of the teams are just gonna practice on private matches, you know.
Yeah, they want
Especially
to get
if we
that.
were to do like 24 v 24, but I don't imagine a lot of the teams doing that. They're probably going to do the 8 versus 8 lobbies. But right now, Halo Infinite is only available in multiplayer until what? December 22nd or something?
Yeah, like the full release of the game.
Yeah, the full release of the game is like $60 for access to the campaign.
Yeah, that's not gonna sell well. In my personal opinion, I don't think the campaign's gonna sell well after they kind of tease the multiplayer, because I may love campaigns of the Halos, but they're not my main buying point. But now they've like given it out for like free. It's just gonna make people. They kind of shot themselves in the foot. I just want to see how they're gonna make it up.
Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot by making the entirety of Halo free to play regarding multiplayer. And then they have a battle pass, and then they already have a battle pass that you're buying every single month now.
I'm not one of the people that buys the battle pass, but that battle pass is making people addicted to that game because how slow it is. I played like 15 to 20 games, and I'm like tier 3. It's like, oh my god.
True.
Like I do the same in Valorant, and it's like, ooh, look, tier 50. Like, ooh, nice.
True. The XP system is broken right now.
Is it broken? I always thought it as like an intentional thing.
It feels like it's broken. I'm like staring at it. I haven't broken tier 3 yet after all my hours of playing, and I've been playing for over 10 hours of Halo.
It's so insane. It really is.
But what I like about Halo is that even if I'm on computer, I can still plug in my controller. I've been using my controller to play.
That was one of the first things I tried, because I actually swapped to PC this year or last year. I was so dog water. Like, I was playing like an 8-year-old, like looking and shooting, not at the same time and stuff.
You have to dial down your settings a bit for this one. Like for Destiny 2, my sensitivity is all the way up. And then for Halo, it's like maybe like 4 or 5 for the vertical and horizontal settings. So that's very good on the settings. I don't have to increase so much because I feel so sluggish whipping around.
Yeah, it's really insane. I hope that they keep it like that, because all the customization is really helpful. I don't remember. Do they have the slider sensitivity, or is it like 1 through 12, like Call of Duty games?
I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't played COD in such a long time. It's just been Destiny.
I haven't either. Like, I guess that's why I played Modern Warfare, because my brother bought it, and I've played one season a lot and got to like a max on the battle pass.
Last time I played COD was Black Ops 4, but
oh yeah, I wish Black Ops 2 was my last. That's my regret.
I mostly played during the backpack, the jetpack, booster boot seasons.
Oh, so you didn't get that
of COD. So it just
you didn't get
like,
the iconic stage.
It kind of felt like a lot like of Halo in regards to like gravity.
Yeah, kind of like the low G style.
Well, did you see they redid Cortana?
Did they? I know they I know in the remasters they redid like her whole design and like ruined all the animations and stuff. I didn't realize they were gonna
Yeah, it's
do the
I
same.
was like I'm like looking online today, and one of my
Mhm.
friends shows me a video of Cortana as a meme. I'm like,
Is it like a good redesign, or is it like
no,
we're gonna market this to children instead of the
they
kind of skin
completely they
tight
can.
naked
I
lady?
don't know. She's like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I don't want to go any further.
I'm looking it up right now. You're gonna get a live reaction, everyone. For Tana Halo Infinite. Oh, they made her like an admiral. That is very interesting. It's kind of boring. Giving her like the military uniform. That is so boring.
I know. I'm like, you could. What
You
happened?
have spewed your face spacesuits. Why would anyone want that? That reminds me of the sidekick. I hate the sidekick. Like the new starter pistol. Well, not the starter pistol. The new like magma replacement. It's so boring. Like you got like original Halo. You got a pistol that shoots 50 caliber rounds that explode. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you a sidekick pistol that shoots. What is it like 728? That's so boring. I want sci-fi. I don't want stupid. I don't want stupid like kind of realistic thing.
I don't
Like if
know.
I
I've
wanted
been popping
realistic, I would
off.
play COD.
I've been popping off with the pistol, to be honest with you.
Oh no, I love it in game. I just hate the design in general.
Yeah.
Like that pistol.
Like I've been.
Holy crap!
What is that? I've been playing that Fiesta mode. That's been on the multiplayer.
What is Fiesta? I honestly haven't played it in a hot minute, so I'm gonna need a quick reminder. What
Well,
is the Fiesta?
it's like they randomize your guns every time you die.
Ooh, oh yeah, I did play that. I It's nice to see all the guns. I really like the rocket launcher sniper thing. You know what I'm talking about? It just shoots
Yes.
a giant tungsten rod and then messes people up. And I suck at aiming it, but it always makes me laugh using it just because it's just kind of ridiculous. But I love
I've been
it.
like mostly sniping people. Like
Good.
there's like what like three types of snipers. There's like an air. There's like the regular sniper, and then there's also that sniper which has like the flower sight. That's like the flower like aimed
Oh,
sight.
then the it kind of like charges up an explosive bolt that kind of you can control once it's midair, right?
Yeah.
Thinking of the right thing. Yeah, I love that thing. It is the goofiest thing ever, but it gives me that sci-fi scratch that the sidekick doesn't give me. I'm gonna be the
The
sidekick
energy
hate page.
the energy sword doesn't give you that feeling.
Oh no, it does, but that's not new. I love the energy sword. One thing they did that pisses me off, and it's fine. I'll accept me being angry Nate, is they got rid of the the technique where you would melee someone to survive an energy sword hit. I practiced for so long and got my muscle memory so perfect just for them to rip it out under me. And I'm sad about that. And I'm kind of happy about it because a lot of people that didn't know about it were pissed. Like, I had to give it to them for removing that stupid thing. And the thing I'm talking about is, in a lot of game modes in the old Halos, there was a glitch. What? Or was it more of like a hidden feature? But you would melee someone at the perfect timing, and you would just survive an energy sword hit, which everyone expects to one hit. And, oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Especially in like game modes like Griffball and in the infected ones. It's always a way to make people really angry.
Yeah. But have you tried the gravity hammer?
I was actually kind of disappointed because how terribly I did with it. I I don't know. It's more of like an air cannon in my opinion. I shot people back and didn't kill them. I wanted the ragdoll effects of their corpse, not kind of just mediocrity.
Yeah.
But that was my experience. Then I saw someone murder like 16 people with it, and I'm like,
I know. I'm like, I died to it more than I kill with it. I'm like,
yeah, I
sheesh.
get the thing after murdering someone, like finally, like I'm prepared for this, and I just don't do anything with it. It's I don't know. I need to unlock like the sauce technique to it, so I can actually be good with that thing. Man, are you excited for the campaign of this game?
I am excited. I don't know if I'll buy it outright first. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale.
Hmm.
Because it's $60. And I already paid, like, what? $80 for Destiny 2, Witch Queen, and the and the
It's just a
30th
money drain
anniversary.
this season.
Yes. It is
Yeah,
extreme money drain.
I am dumb enough to still pay for Game Pass Ultimate, so I'm 99% sure I get the campaign for free. Well, quote unquote free. And
Destiny's going off Game Pass, to be honest with you.
oh no, I pay for Game Pass of my own, but I mean like Halo.
Yeah.
I mean I paid for I bought Destiny on Steam because it just worked best for me.
I don't know.
But
I'm contemplating on whether or not I wanna buy my friend Andrew Destiny 2 DLC again. But I'm probably fuck. Maybe I'll
again,
just maybe I'll buy him Halo as well. I don't know. He's like,
it's
stop.
just
He's like,
he's
stop buying me DLCs. Will stop it.
he's just you're just the hookup friend. Does he play with you at least?
I tried to get him.
You buy it and he does even play. Uh, no, no, we're not trying to shit on you, random guy. I'm just making a joke. I understand. What is it? I got my brother to convince me to get Destiny 2, and he's like, I'll play it with you. I'll play it with you. And then I proceeded to never play it. So I spent like $100 rebuying a game that I bought day one to
True.
play it just to help him with raids and not play it anymore.
That's true.
Like I I'm pretty sure I got Destiny 1 Collector Edition and Destiny 2 Steelbook
Uh, hold that
for a
hold that thought for
game
a
that
second.
okay,
I'm gonna open up my door. My roommate's coming in.
okay. Blum.
You were saying?
Like I spent so much money on like Bungie games and all this, and I just end up kind of like, oh, this is really fun, and then just forgetting about them.
I
Like
actually started playing Destiny because it was like Halo to me.
yeah, I don't know. I love Destiny 1 and all that, but I just didn't vibe with it on like a spiritual level. Like this is my favorite game of all time, Monster Hunter World,
Monster Hunter
which
World.
is actually the game that I traded with my brother so he could get Destiny 2
Uh,
because he was gonna sell it, and I'm like, no, if you sell it, I sell Destiny 2, and we traded.
yeah.
But
Did you know that Bungie is actually one of the makers of Halo?
yeah, they, if I remember right, Bungie
It was like
made Halo in like 6 months or something like that.
it was like the first 3 games of Halo.
I thought it was Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Odyssey, and Halo Reach. I thought they made.
Hmm.
I thought Bungie made those ones before the daddy Microsoft and mommy Bungie got divorced.
Daddy, mommy got divorced.
And then their new stepdad 343 struggled to make a good Halo game. I enjoyed Halo 4 though. I'm gonna say
No,
I hated
343's
the
been there since.
story. I hated the
343's been
story, but
there
I
from the
really
beginning.
loved. Say that again.
343's been there since the beginning.
I thought the company took over Halo Spy. I didn't realize they were
No,
there
it
from
was
the
a
beginning.
partnership.
Oh,
And then Bungie wanted to make Halo Destiny and
yeah.
left. But they still had ties to Activision and stuff.
Yeah, now they do they have ties to Activision now?
No, they're not with Activision anymore. Bungie.
And that's okay.
That's why.
But
That's what everybody thought was a good thing that they weren't with Activision anymore, because they had more creative freedom. And then yet again, they came out with all these DLCs, and then it was
well,
all the seasonal models.
you gotta strike while the iron's hot. You heard?
True. They had they had they had their chance to go through.
But yeah, I honestly, overall, I honestly just forgot what I was gonna say. I I hope the music is good.
Yeah, I
My
really hope the
my
music's
small
good.
experience of the sound and all that has been amazing, and I've loved it. But I've been let down before. I've been let down by good multiplayer. Like Halo 4. Halo
Halo
4 loved the multiplayer. I
Really,
loved it.
really, I thought it was
And
good.
oh, I mean like the story.
Oh,
Like the story and music was just not
hey, can you
there. I
remember
really
the
enjoyed the
story of Halo?
CGI.
Can you remember
The the,
the story of
the
Halo
story of
4?
Halo is the most confusing acid trip story ever.
Well, I know the story of Halo. Like the story of Halo 4. What made you not like it?
I don't. I just. I understand that the Halo rings were weapons. I understand that. I understand the prison worlds and stuff. But this guy is an all-powerful god, and he proceeds to die to the chief. I get the chief is like the Forerunner's like the humanity's like the Forerunner's predecessor, and it. I get it. It made sense of the story sense, but all the quick time events as well. What I just said made no sense. But
Wait, what did you
let
say
me
about the
put it.
Forerunners?
I understand that the Forerunners are like all powerful gods and stuff. Like they created the Halo rings and they gave
They're not
their
gods.
stuff. What
Wait,
a really advanced civilization that can make prison worlds and weapons that extincted 99% of life and just to bring it all back
okay,
and
you
not include
almost made me
themselves.
think about Neon Genesis a little bit when you talked
Yes,
about that.
it. I the best way I could say it, Halo story is it's just Neon Genesis Evangelion levels of confusing. They don't talk about it at all. But if you go on Wiki, you're gonna be there for a week. It is insane.
Well, from what I understand about Halo in the Halo ranks is that it's all because of the flood. That's that's why the Forerunners did what they did,
And yet they're still here.
cloning every single species in the universe.
Except themselves. They were prideful.
True, they didn't clone themselves, which I don't understand. Why didn't they?
It's because the story explains it as these people are so prideful about the fact that like they're doing this and like have all this tech, but they still let the flood take over the universe.
Yeah.
That they just want to go down with it, and I feel like that's dumb. Like obviously, some forerunners survive and all that because John Chief meets him, but
John,
I don't know.
John,
I just don't like the fact that like the super advanced species kind of like seppuku'd itself.
Well, the humans before everything was wiped out, they were also pretty advanced themselves, from what I understand after reading up on the wiki too.
Yeah.
Because they already had they were already out into the universe, and then after the Forerunners reset like killed
Kind of
everything
like.
off with the Halo rings,
Hmm.
they literally the humans literally had to start from ground zero after being after the clones of the original human race were released back onto the Earth.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just all really confusing, and there's like many books,
Well, they
which
well
is
well,
insane.
well humans are the ones that are going to be taking up the mantle that the Forerunners had left behind,
Yeah.
and
Which
they
have
had
they
an
really
imprint.
done anything with that so far?
Yeah, with the Master Chief,
Well, I knew
because
Master Chief was the one
because
that kind of earned that honor from the Forerunners after. I'm pretty sure after defeating that guy in Halo 4, right?
it's
Am I
more like
thinking of the
Halo
right
5.
thing, or did that
It's
happen
more Halo
before?
5. I'm pretty sure. But the thing with that is because the humans were had received the mantle of becoming the new Forerunners,
Hmm.
the Forerunners had left like an imprint that allowed humans to have access to their stores, their technologies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't that why they kind of like got such a big boost in like some of the games? Like they went from like simple like helicopters to like nowadays like giant mega ships.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. That's true. I have. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's why they got that.
that's
They had access to technology in their DNA. It held the memory, held the understanding of the Forerunners' weapons, machinery, and technology.
which which let me just say is probably the most confusing story ever. How are you gonna? I get you're supposed to like read the books and do that, but that seems like such a hard thing just to infer. Like, I appreciate it because I think it's an amazing. I'm sorry, it's an amazing idea. Did my computer just crash?
No, you
Can
could.
you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. The game I'm playing just crashed. But it's such a cool plot point that I haven't seen anywhere. It's probably really contrived and done before. But that's so cool. Like my inner nerd is just like, holy crap! I didn't know that, and that is dope. But my like real self is like, how are you supposed to figure this out from killing aliens? Like,
You need to watch the cutscene.
well, you think cutscenes can only tell you so much. If they kind of went out like, hey yo, precursor in DNA, I'm gonna be like, okay, and not pay attention and be like, I need to kill this Groot. Or not this Groot, this elite.
Yeah. Then
Like, I don't
what do you
know.
think about Destiny 2's lore? Then.
I this is gonna hurt you, Ace. I'm sorry. I couldn't care less. I played Destiny due to murder, rip and tear.
I mean, Halo has more lore than Destiny, though. Like,
I know, and it hurts because people talk about Halo, and it's like I know like six things that can hold a conversation.
just scroll through the Halo Wikipedia.
Yeah, I will eventually. I honestly will eventually. It depends on how bored I get. But with finals coming up,
I mean, have
oh
you
my
watched
god.
like Halo, like the Halo Legends and stuff like that?
I've seen the one where Master Chief is like a teenager and like his first
Well,
mission.
yeah, he starts out as a child, and then And then he goes through the Spartan program.
Yeah, it's weird seeing Master Chief outside of a suit.
I think like the my favorite movie from Halo would be like particularly would be Halo Legends, as well as the mini story which he rescues Dr. Halsey,
Hmm.
as well with his with 5 other Spartans.
I need to check out these movies, honestly.
You
When
should.
I
I highly
when I
recommend
think
them.
of rescuing her, I think of the Halo Reach mission where you kind of like break inside the bubble and rescue her. You know what I'm talking
Well,
about?
they make Dr. Halsey look so young, with blonde hair.
Oh, was that before? So that was like canonically like far before Halo Reach because I remember Dr. Halsey and Reach is like not to be rude to old people, but old as dirt.
Cortana is based on her, so
Yeah, that's fair. And then they make her an admiral, make her boring.
I know.
Like it's this person's brain. Like they could be anything. How about we throw our standard U.S. military drabs? She's wearing her color blues tonight, boys.
she's, she's wearing a suit tonight.
I shouldn't have googled that. It annoys me. It annoys me for such a stupid reason as well. I don't know. I understand when you kind of base things in reality, but when you've like already done insane stuff just to like undo it, be like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this boring. Just annoys me. It annoys me. Like you've had it, you were so close, yet now you're so far.
Yeah.
Like have we talked about our favorite Halo games
I
in
don't think
this
we have.
podcast so far?
I don't think we have
Alright.
really.
What is your favorite Halo game and what is your favorite mission?
I think my favorite Halo game would be Halo Combat Evolved, but my most favorite Halo game would be like Halo 3 and Halo Reach, and also Halo 3 ODST.
My game of Halo 3 ODST was broken. I got a rare broken copy that wouldn't let me past a certain part. And I remember I was really sad because I tried it like once a week for probably like 2 years.
All right, I'm gonna reveal this to you right now. So when I, so when I was still in school and what like 8th grade, I uh I was able to get like the demo for Halo Combat Evolved for Mac on those MacBooks that all of us youngins used.
Yeah.
So like a lot of us in study hall would play the Halo Combat Beta, and
What?
yeah, it's like not the beta, but it was the demo. We were able to get it on Mac, so we would play we would play Halo during study hall. It would just switch back and forth from our like math practice to playing Halo,
That is so cool.
and 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 we and we would just it would do in the demo would have multiplayer, and we were able to play LAN.
No way.
We would play local LAN.
Dude, I would have been so competitive in that.
we we were very competitive.
Dude, that is so cool. But to get back on the thing, probably my favorite Halo, I have to agree with you, is Halo Combat Evolved. That game, created in too short of a time span for how great it came out. All the options and stuff, all the advanced like AI working together. It's just like an Italian chef kiss. It is amazing. But my favorite mission of all time is the final mission of Halo Reach. Like after a little bit of spoilers here, by the way, for a game that's like 11 years old, right? I don't know. Halo Reach release time. I should put notes. Oh my god, it is 11 years old. I'm That was the luckiest guess of my life. And the final mission, after everyone dies and everyone leaves, and you destroy the turrets, keeping the ship in place. All it says is survive. And little 9-year-old Nate found that as the coolest shit ever. It was you getting swarmed by enemies, you surviving, you can't regen health, and it's just you surviving.
What was
And
it
oh
called?
my
The
god.
flood. The flood.
No, it was the Covenant. This was before the Flood were on that app.
Ah.
But it was it was the coolest. It was You would get rushed by elites with energy swords, you would be rushed by suiciding grunts, you would be rushed by shooted jackals, then all at once. Then no matter how long you last, you will eventually end and you get Julius Caesared by an elite with an energy sword. And then it just focuses on your helmet as time passes. Like I could care less about like most of the story, but that one scene, I'm like, holy crap! Like, I don't know. I don't know. I look back on it, this memory of just me playing it for the first time, and it gets me excited. It's, uh, especially like all the characters dying, like George Cat and the blue guy that sacrifices himself. you can tell me, you can tell how much I remember that guy. But oh, when what is his name? No, not Noble Six, but yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry.
Well, I feel like despite the hackers in the multiplayer, I feel like the game has gotten me to play with more of my friends.
Yeah, it opened up a lot of things because it's free, it's cross-platform, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I've honestly kind of reconnected with some of my old friends I played with a couple of times. Just having that open up
Hell yeah.
and I'm probably, even though the game makes me mad as hell, I can't get over it just because how
It's gonna
great it
get
is.
good.
Yeah. Well, it makes me. Uh, I know I'm talking about praise about how great it is, but the melee,
The melee. I
the
know.
lunge, the lunge on controller compared to PC, and the how little damage your bullets do to shields. Oh,
True. I almost thought I was looking at hackers the other day, because like, how are your shields not down, and how come I can't
like
damage you?
the shields and other games were huge, yes, but your melee only took out the shield, and not 75% of your health that you just had to spit on someone for your to die from a melee thing. I don't know. Just I'm so used to it. My instinctual reaction was, "There's no way that should happen." And yeah, yeah, my not yet. My brain kind of kicks in, and it's like, "Yeah, you suck, Nate. You should have been prepared." And I don't know. It just makes me mad.
True. Well, okay. Well, we're probably gonna end this, but you want to shout out?
Uh,
Shout out right
I
now.
guess so. We had to make like an Instagram page that we can post shout out. Follow at what is the podcast? What is it? I know it's Twitch. I'm the best co-host imaginable. Follow at Cold Ones on Facebook. I got the DM from you. Yeah, follow at Twitchify on Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you watch your Spotify. Wherever you watch your podcast nowadays. I will also teach you how to download audio files off of YouTube if you want to do that, because Spotify kind of sucks, even though I use it all the time. And thank you, college discount gods.
College discount cuts.
$5 for Spotify Premium and Hulu. Everyone listening, especially the teacher, download it today. It is it is amazing, especially with ad blocker on Hulu. Oh,
Well, Nate, thank you for coming on.
thanks for having me, Ace. And I'm excited to meet you tomorrow, Will.
Awesome.
I'm afraid that you're gonna be like 6'7".